Welcome back. I bummed this up. I can't do this. Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of the A Show. I know J5 has a very, elaborate intro. I don't have that intro today. This is the first time I podded in 2 weeks, so I'm trying to shake off a lot of rust. But we are here at episode 426 of the A Show. It's of course me, Meelz. I'm here joined by the beautiful members of the Tri-State. For this episode, J5 will be back next week. It'll be a new time that the pod will come out next week for Patreon and regular. So just make sure you guys stay tuned to the socials, figure out when it's coming out. But I am here with I'm gonna say New Jersey Transit's finest himself, Armon. Armon, what's up?
Good morning, brothers. This week feels like no other, with a smile on my face and a kilt on my waist, a title on my shoulder, and my confidence as high as a boulder. We are back at the peak, and though we may have had to sneak, the win was part of the rules. Work smarter, not harder, you fools.
Listen, man, congratulations. Shout out to you. You were ready. I clearly wasn't. I am here with the other side of the Tri-State. He might be whipping it. He might be on the LIRR. Who knows? Jeff J, what is up, my man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, bro. I came through with no bars, so you have to pardon me. But I will say the Ides of January are upon us.
Mm-hmm.
All roads lead to Belfast, Ireland.
Hey, man, come on, man. Listen,
Demons might be unleashed in the Emerald Isle.
I like that. If you're going to show me Monday Night Raw at 2 p.m. or SmackDown at 2 p.m., like, make it worthwhile. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Give me a 3 stages of hell match. You know what I'm saying? Or the regular TV. You know what I'm saying? I'm not typically, if it shows up earlier, I'm not waiting till 8 o'clock. That's just, you know, we on shout out to Stephanie McMahon. We on VPN SmackDown timing. I'm always going to shout out Stephanie. If it wasn't for her, I would never shout out VPNs. But since she did it as the tastemaker that she is, I'm going to, as the podcast host that she is, I will always shout out VPN. So shout out to Stephanie. What was it? A good code name Steph?
So, or Shark? It's called Surf Shark, right? Is that
Surf Shark? I mean, according to they don't pay us, but surfshark.com/Steph if it still works. ESPN probably shut that down. I have no idea. But we're here nonetheless, and we're here to talk about everything that kind of happened over the last couple of weeks in wrestling. Because to be honest with you, the show's been off. Wrestling's been off for me, at least. Actually, no. I guess the big Stranger Things were all last week. You guys were in the building to feel that you guys were part of Jey Uso's entrance. What the fuck was that about? How was that?
It was cool. We're like in the suite. They brought in, who'd they bring in first? Ray, Penta, and Dragon Lee. So we got to meet them, shake hands, take pictures, all that good stuff. And they're like, hey, you guys want to come be part of the Usos entrance? We're like, fuck yeah. So we walk out. It's a big group of people there. Jay
were
and
they
Jimmy
afraid to approach anybody else from Brooklyn? Like they were just like, we can't just randomly grab Brooklyn people to be like, no, you got a suite full of folks. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure, but they definitely came to pick the right suite because, as you know, Netflix, shout out to them, that they put all us niggas together. So the people with rhythm, the people with charisma and aura, they came to that suite. They got us. I wasn't expecting them to make the entrance from where they did. So I was like, oh, shit, like they would do it from this level. But, yeah, so we popped out. The camera people gave their cues. All that, and there was some people who was real thirsty to get in the front, so I kind of stayed towards the back. You could probably see my arm waving, but like that's about it. But it was a real cool moment.
Jeff,
yeah, man, it was hilarious because they were like, "Yo, you want to be a part of the entrance?" Like, all right, cool. So I'm thinking, oh, we're gonna have to walk a certain way and get into position because now we're on production time. So when I heard that, I started calling folks like, yo, we got to move. Because I already know they're coming back from commercial. Like
your inner producer pulled up.
Countdowns are forever in my head when it comes to TV and all of that stuff. Yeah. So I get out there and they right there. Like literally, we walk out the street and they ready to go. They're getting their cues, all of that. So I'm like, all right, cool. So at first, we're thinking everybody's going to encompass them, and then they'll walk out like how you usually see it. The issue was the entrance into the second level was narrow as hell. Mm-hmm. So for all the people they called out the suite, everybody wasn't going to fit in. So they were doing stuff on the fly. Then at one point they said, hey, if we can't get the cameraman up here in time, y'all just going to run out. We're just going to hit the music and run y'all out. And then eventually, shout out to WWE's production and camera crews. Like them dudes is real. Like Homeboy he ran a 4:40 up them stairs and got up there in time, and they were able to do it. But it was super hectic. Like at the time y'all saw it on TV, literally the cameraman just got there. Mm-hmm. Got there 3, 2, 1, and we running. So
that's beautiful.
It was cool though, man. It was cool. I wish we would have had a little bit more preparation, but this is what happens with live TV. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was really cool, to be an honorary Uso for the night.
Hey, listen, man, part of the Stranger Things Monday Night Raw, like that type of branding, that type of thing. It's just, I knew when that was being all put together, it probably wouldn't have time for a lot of stuff. And the big hullabaloo on social media this week has been Javon Evans. Like, why would you announce him not on commercial break? Why you haven't signed a contract on commercial break? I'm like, this ain't no regular Raw. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was probably production stuff to add, swipes from Stranger Things, and then like, okay, here's a trailer from here, or they had more ads than typical for Monday Night Raw. Like, I remember specifically, like, there were like 5-minute ad breaks, which was longer than usual. And Netflix ad breaks be long, but they're longer than usual. But a lot of stuff going on the Monday Night Raw. But listen, I'm glad to have you guys here. I'm glad for you guys to be here to help me shake off the rust, because
yes, sir.
It has been some time, and I've enjoyed the break, and I'm ready to get back at it. Let's see. What do we have here? We don't have a lot of time, to be honest with you, today, but we have a lot of things going on in the wrestling world, and I'm excited to talk about things that happen in the news. I'm excited to talk about the things that happen at the shows. I think the shows this week, actually, very strong shows. Again, if you're going to do Raw at 2 p.m. Eastern, give people a reason to tune in. If you're going to have 3-hour SmackDowns return, do things that have people tune in, because that third hour, it's usually the middle. I don't know. When we do 3-hour shows for wrestling shows, what's the hour that usually you're like, it's that third hour you're trying to trek through?
For me, the least exciting one is usually the middle part. Well, it also depends on like the era. Like when CM Punk first came back, he was usually Mr. like 9 p.m. So he made the 9 p.m. hour a bit more bearable. But it's usually that middle part, because towards the end, you get the main event, you get the penultimate match, you probably get a good segment. The opening is always hot. So for me, it was usually that middle hour that lacked.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It was depending on who set off 9 o'clock. You knew if you were in for easy breezy, beautiful hour, or damn, we're gonna have to power through. Because usually, if the 9 o'clock hour is smooth, the 10 o'clock hour is whatever. Like honestly, it's bonus. It's bonus content, right? It could be second screen. It could be whatever. Because usually they'll put the main event in the 9 o'clock hour, and then the 10 o'clock hours for people to get that shine being the last match of the night. You know what I'm saying? Like they won't even announce it as grandiose as a main event in those times. So really the 9 o'clock is the linchpin to let you know if it's going to be a smooth watch or we struggling.
Absolutely. No, it's crazy. I mean, I'm still not a fan of 3. I mean, the sweet spot is the 2.5 hours they found for Monday Night Raw. That apparently it kind of feels like even when watching, like MLB has made their game shorter. The NBA, I mean, they've attempted to make games shorter, but with it could go longer, but I think they've also found a good sweet spot of like things not lasting too long. But surprisingly or not, I mean, Armon, when we went to the WNBA game, it was start on time. All the quarters, it wasn't a lot of like fouls or like timeouts or like challenges or anything like that. Like it was a cool 2 hours, which I think is like perfect for any like real live sporting event. But the sweet spot in wrestling seems to be that 2.5, unless you're like Dynamite, to be honest with you. Dynamite always feels like it's overstaying its welcome, even though it's like approaching 2.5 hours. Because you get there and it's like at 9:52, Swerve and Hangman Adam Page are coming out and they're about to face like Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia or something not important. And they always feel like they're over. This week it was like Hook and Powerhouse Hobbs, I think. Which also not the greatest.
And Meelz, like don't forget, at 9:59, fans, we're going to continue action in picture. We're not going anywhere.
They're our last commercial break.
Right.
We got 1 more to go before it. So don't leave, please.
Justice League up next.
Bro, it really used to kill me when Tony Khan would tweet about, hey, we're getting the overrun this week. So
30 more minutes of the show, man. Fuck.
If I paid for 30 extra minutes, y'all gonna know about it. Shoot.
Hey, man. Can we talk about, just a little bit about it? I know I'm running through the news here. I'm running through it like not on things, but we still have not. There's a social media post that came out over the last week. This is not on the news thing, but it came out this week kind of showing like the pay-per-views, buy rates. And like what's been reported and what actually is. And essentially breaking down the percentages, they said essentially like 20% of AEW viewers are supposedly buying pay-per-views when that's never happened in the history of wrestling ever. So the reporting on the pay-per-view buys seems to be a little, they don't get official numbers. So I'm interested to see where the actual numbers or estimates they're coming from pay-per-view buys. I don't know if they're using Google Trends. I don't know if they're using like a base of like one pay-per-view or something, but Meltzer math, it just is what it is. But Netflix this week showed up with their numbers. Celebrating Raw, they said, oh, you needed numbers. We got M's, baby. Couple of them, hundreds of them. 2025, our members watch 525 million hours of WWE content. Raw accounted for 340 million views and 185 million views for premium live events outside of the US. Since Netflix debuts, Raw has averaged more than 3 million views per week. This is essentially, now people will say they're going to believe it or not, but a lot of people are questioning this relationship. Is like Netflix can't be happy. ESPN can't be happy. These shows aren't getting buzz. And you kind of wonder where that really come from. By all metrics, WWE Real Season 2 is about to drop in like a week and a half. Everything seems to be running smoothly with this. And especially like getting into the live aspect of things. With Netflix, which they haven't been able to do weekly, I still don't think they have like another weekly live anything. They tried Pop the Balloon and that ain't really work out. But they don't have any kind of other weekly content. Like I'm assuming that they're hoping in the future they'll get with like NBA or MLB or even hockey or something along those lines. They don't really have that additional sports content. But these numbers look good. These are numbers that we're getting from people that we're getting it from. So it kind of makes me wonder, like, it taps AEW on the shoulder and it's like, okay, how are we doing over here? You know what I'm saying? Like, how's the shows doing? How's everything doing? How are we moving on this network? AEW just had record low ratings. It was a holiday. I'm not going to hold that against them. But it was pretty low for a holiday. But it's just a bunch of different things. But the numbers, listen, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Raw is apparently doing good on Netflix. It's been a year of them being on Netflix. Like, how have you guys felt over the last year of them being kind of like now emanating from Netflix as opposed to like the standard USA? WWE's been on television for the last 30 years, a mainstay on American television. How have you guys felt about them on Netflix for the last year?
You go, Armon.
Man, I've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it. I think that they have brought the energy in terms of star power, in terms of quality of shows. Like Raw for the last 5 years has been very up and down. There's been times where it's been the A show, not to be punny, and there's been times where Raw has been the show that has been the least enjoyable. But I think with this Netflix era, like right from the debut last year, you get the CM Punk Seth Rollins main event, you get Tribal Combat on TV, Liv Rhea, and they've just continually provided a really good TV product, like actual things that you would want to see, not just moving stories along, but title matches. They've introduced Trick Williams through the commercial break promos, the elevation of Javon Evans. Like I think that they've done a fantastic job understanding the opportunity that they had to really put this on a global scale and bring in more viewers at a time where the company is already super hot. So I've really enjoyed the Netflix era. I look forward to everything that they're going to do in the future. I hope that, one day I can finesse the same account as some people in the Discord to where I can actually see those commercial break promos, or maybe I just got to get a VPN. But
I'm good. I mean, man, Surfshark.com /. You
feel me?
Every 6 months they turn them off and then turn them back on.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't understand the cadence, but I would have loved to have seen that Finn Balor promo in real time where he's like, 2026 is gonna be my year, like stuff like that. But otherwise, I have no complaints. I've enjoyed the Netflix era a lot.
I mean, they showed on social media pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I've never, there's nothing you really miss watching wrestling. Everything is, the way the internet works now, everything is aggregated to a certain point where it's like, even if you wanted to miss it, this is why I didn't get the argument with the Javon Evans contract signing, because people, we talk about bad faith arguments, and I've said it till I'm blue in the face. But the reality is you're arguing about something that you saw that you felt like other people didn't see. Mm-hmm. You argue about something that you completely saw, that you accepted, that and by next week you'll move on because he'll be on the show, and saying that, well, more people could have saw it. I'm like, this isn't television. Everything's on the internet. You're watching this because you are on the internet. You're telling me that people don't have the internet and it may not. I was like, then how are you watching Raw? Because I'm sorry. No. But I'm just like, how are you watching Raw? Like, how is this an internet only issue? This isn't like people would say record sales back in the day of like, oh, no one really liked this album, and then it sells like 300,000 in its first week, and it's like the internet's only a small place. The internet is its primary. This is the thing kind of running WWE now. You really need, more than anything, other than if you're watching SmackDown or NXT, you need an internet connection to keep up with WWE, to be fair. And if you're overseas, if you're the millions of people overseas, you really do need an internet connection just to keep up with anything. So the idea that, this should have happened on television, could have been part of the show, could have been a minute part of the show. I'm like, if I got this Stranger Things and I need Michael Cole and Corey Graves to hop out this van for the first 3 minutes of the show, I don't really got time for everything. You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem, Meelz. You pinpointed it perfectly. People are arguing from a 2006 perspective of content and not a 2026 perspective. We need to get everything on linear. If it's not on linear, then nobody's going to see it. How will they know that Javon Evans signed a contract if they don't subscribe to Netflix on cable? And that is not the problem. Right. WWE has operated as a multi-platform organization really since the turn of the century.
Yeah.
They've been at the forefront of a lot of technological revolutions before they started. They got their own network when streaming just started to be a thing. WWE Network existed in its own because they knew eventually streaming was going to blow up and they could sell the network like they did to Peacock. And then eventually, if it didn't, then they would have another place to just house their PLEs that they're calling it now. And worst case, we could just revert back to the old model, because if the new model doesn't work, the old model will be there. Remember Tout?
Yep. Yeah.
They try stuff, and they know that the audience is expansive. There's a section of the audience that only watches cable. There's a section of audience that only streams. There's a section. Everybody has a majority of their fans
that doesn't watch any of the shows and literally just keeps up via Twitter,
exactly,
or YouTube.
But the internet is the common thread between a majority of the fans. I say an overwhelming majority, enough where you would cater to them. They create internet exclusive items. You have an internet exclusive with Patreon. Mm-hmm. And then you have a free version. There's multi-platform and multiple ways to distribute it, to the point, like you said, Meelz, y'all act like your eyes don't work. It's where you want to be. And then what I thought was so disingenuous about the Javon thing was, y'all act like he hasn't been on Raw and SmackDown the last month. They've introduced him. He's already a main character. He don't even know where Orlando is on the map anymore. Right? And you wanted to officially see him sign. That's like saying, yo, I know you got married, but I wish I would have saw the wedding. Then I would have known that you got married. My man, I got a ring. You saw the clips on social, and I have a license registered with the state. What more do you want? You want me to sign it in blood? Like, what do you want? So it's just hilarious. People are just looking for places to argue.
Here's an additional point I didn't want to bring up, because I didn't really want to start anything about mentions. AEW tells you every week with a graphic that someone signed. It's literally just a Canva graphic that's like, Jake Doyle is now All Elite. And you take their word for it. You don't need to see them sign anything on television. I think only one person in the history of AEW, maybe two, have signed on actual television. And one was Swerve. And I'm not sure if the second one was Ospreay. I could be imagining that in my head.
I think it was. They definitely did some type of Will Ospreay is All Elite.
Yeah. I'm sure they did. They came out and we got him, guys.
Rough Set was definitely on fire that day. I remember that.
So it's like, it's not necessary. And we're going to see, with other debuts on the show, Trick Williams, we'll talk about in a bit. Oba Femi's on his way. Jordan Grace, granted, she didn't sign on but she's there. She's like, okay, you're a member of SmackDown now. That's just the way it is. So it's all in bad faith, but I would say just overall, the year in Netflix, it's made WWE a lot more accessible to watch. It has, especially like from the era of Raw happened. Those who grew up in the 90s, early 2000s, Raw happened, and that was the last you saw of Raw. Until the following week, when whatever video package was coming up. But that was literally the last you saw of Raw. In year 2000, 2001, 2002, Raw was appointment viewing, because you could not watch Raw again. It's just, until the network came out, a lot of these shows you essentially have only seen once, or you downloaded it on the internet through however means you did to be able to watch them. So it just is what it is. The advent of Netflix. Speaking of debuts on the network, TNA this week, AMC is here. This has been for TNA like a 2-year journey to be able to kind of get here. To me, it starts with them changing their name back to TNA and just getting rid of Impact Wrestling. It starts with that Genesis show that Naomi and I think Jordan Grace main evented couple years back. It starts with that relationship building with WWE over that period, where Jordan Grace is in the Royal Rumble for the first time and Mickie James is in the Royal Rumble for the first time. And he kind of opened that forbidden door that really existed for quite some time. They're officially on AMC. AJ Styles will be there this Thursday. It's going to have the card as it stands currently, Frankie Kazarian versus Mike Santana for the TNA World Championship. All I can say for them is do the right thing. Please stop playing in people's face. Don't play in people's faces on AMC, please. We just got here. Don't make me laugh. Don't LOL TNA the first night, because I'm not coming back. And X Division champion Leon Slater versus Myron Reed. Knockouts championship. The Inspiration versus J5 is going to be so mad. I'm doing a TNA card on the show. 6-man tag, Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boys, and Elijah versus Mustafa Ali in Great Hands. So I want to ask you guys this question. Pick whoever wants to go first. Who wants to go first? What would realistically have to happen for you to tune in to TNA on a weekly basis? Like realistically, if they really want to be like number 2, you know what I'm saying? Like they're trying to get this to happen in terms of like, this could be the number 2. It's on an actual network, actual viewers, all this other stuff. What would actually it take for you to watch TNA on a somewhat weekly basis?
You Jeff, you got it.
Yo, bro, I'm the line crossers have won the war, brother. We on AMC, baby. You know what I mean? Shout out to the chief line crossing officer, Douglas. You know what I'm saying? Like you got that dude. Carlos needs to get him on the payroll.
Get him a hat.
Douglas, at least single-handedly brought people to TNA. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for them. I think AJ on the show.
This is TNA in 9th Life, by the way. Just to be clear.
TNA will never. The TNA, like Matt Hardy said, Matt Hardy will never die. No, TNA will never, ever die. Like it's Wu-Tang and TNA that are both forever, right? So, like I think getting AJ Styles on that first show was super intelligent of them. That was super clever of them to get him. Now you have a hook because it's like, okay, is AJ going to challenge somebody? He the first time he just came to say some words, but somebody's going to approach him and want a match. Is he going to wrestle that night? That's enough intrigue to tune in. And I think more than anything, TNA has accepted their role as that mid-major type college where they don't have to win a tournament to get into the March Madness, but they have enough shine where people know, yo, this is a legitimate school. This is like a school that
it's not just a school. It's not just the school that's on the train. You know what I'm saying? Like the ads on the train, like get your dental degree in 16 months. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's like the school that you transfer. It's like the school that you transfer from, like you go in your second year after you transfer from the big school that wouldn't play you, and then you get you go on a run to the title. I also like the fact that they've established themselves as an org that's for up and coming stars and established older stars that are either transitioning out of the business or looking for that second spark as well. It's the land of opportunity. And now their proposition with the WWE partnership is, hey, you might see your favorite WWE superstars on the show as well. And while you're here, check out some of our young talent. Check out some of the former stars that you've seen around the world. It's almost as if you get to see a major indie wrestling company on TV, and you don't know what's going to happen weekly. Like they have their weekly show or whatever, and they have their established storylines, but anything can literally happen because they're the portal. They're like the forbidden door towards a lot of different people that you would want to see.
Absolutely. Armon, what would it take you to get you to watch the show? Not only just this week, but even potentially next week, or maybe even the week after that. Maybe even the show after Genesis. You're like, you know what? Let me tap into TNA this week.
Man, my Thursday nights are open now because the NFL regular season is over.
It sure is.
I do commit a lot of my week to wrestling already between Raw, NXT, SmackDown, and then I try to watch Evolve on Wednesdays. So
Evolve Gang is so crazy, by the way. But go ahead.
It is. We definitely
I'm surprised that show's still going on, but go on. I'm not, but I'm a hater. I don't know.
So I don't know if I can commit every weeknight to wrestling, but I will try to tap in for the AMC debut.
What would make you like? Do they need like better wrestling? Do they need like more stars? Like what does TNA need at this standpoint to like really solidify themselves? I think Mike Santana is a great face for the company. I mean, they used to have a lot more people before WWE scooped him up because Leon Slater is on the way. I mean, just be clear, Leon Slater is on his way out.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah,
he gone.
Yeah, he's gone. He's getting picked up. But
I definitely think more stars would help. But
because they've had stars in the past. I mean,
absolutely
every wrestler that you can probably think of that has had a notable career in the last 15 years has probably some point went through TNA.
Mm-hmm.
They just uploaded an El Generico match the other day. I was like, oh shit, Sami Zayn was here. When did he do his time? You know what I'm saying? LA Knight. They got everyone. Drew McIntyre. They gave Drew McIntyre the moment before Drew McIntyre got the moment. You know what I'm saying? The Hurt Syndicate was there. Yeah. I don't know what they're called there. Hurt people, hurt family, hurt something. the beat up gang. Yeah, but everybody was there at some point. So they've had stars, but like, it's interesting because I feel like TNA needs they definitely need a guy, right? Mm-hmm. And I think they need to, low-key, I think they need one from AEW. I think they need to start. I think beyond, if they have the money, the cachet, because they can't really swipe him from WWE at this point. I think they need to start really stealing start. If they want to, the way AEW was a problem was when Chris Jericho showed up. You know? It was like, okay, Chris Jericho signed to the company. That means people will sign to this company. And then Jon Moxley did it. And then Daniel Bryan did it. And then Adam Cole did it. And then suddenly we're doing this for the next 6 years. It feels like they need a major talent in a major way, but they also need to take care of that talent in a major way. Because there's too many times TNA will show up and they're like, we've got this person. And then suddenly, 8 months later, it's like, and he's never winning the title now. You know what I'm saying? Long live the reign of Austin Aries. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that's ultimately my thing with them is the limited TNA I've watched. They make some very interesting booking decisions. And that's ultimately why I don't really watch AEW, because I don't like the booking. So with TNA, at least they have more likable stars. I think they really elevated Mike Santana and Leon Slater, like you said, and a couple other people. And so I think if they can pull off the kind of heist that WWE did with Cody Rhodes and what they're doing with the Ethan Pages and the Ricky Saints and all that, I think that'll be something that'll be like, okay, props.
Imagine if Trick could clone him. If Trick could clone himself, that would be great for TNA. If Trick Williams if there was another Trick Williams out there, that would be great for TNA.
Yeah.
They needed Trick to be on a 2-year exclusive with TNA.
Yeah,
that would have did wonders for them.
I agree. I still think, we'll talk about when we get to Raw. I still think Austin Theory could have done a great thing in TNA. I think if there's someone, for years we've been led to believe that this guy's a future champion. And I think just overall his career, especially in the trajectory, has been kind of disappointing on that fact. But if you want to do a Mandy Rose situation where you plop him in the company, really build around him, and really give him the tools to be a champion, kind of like what they did. I'm not really comparing LeBron James to Mandy Rose and Austin Theory, but what LeBron James going to Miami and kind of essentially saying, I needed these tools to learn how to become a winner, become a champion. I think you can do that Austin Theory. Now, the booking is kind of crazy in TNA. They would obviously need better booking, better minds behind the product. But, we shall see. It's on AMC this week. It's a channel people actually get, unless they don't. And if you don't get it around the world, it's on TNA's little platform as well. So tune into that this week. Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho's been in news for the last 2 weeks. You've been wondering where the hell he's going to go. When the hell is he going to show up? At any point during last week, did you think Chris Jericho was going to show up?
It was definitely the talk of the suite, at least for the people I spoke to. I don't know if anyone
talk of the suite is crazy.
No, it really was
the chatter amongst the
actually. But before I even got to the suite, as I'm going up the escalator to Barclays, some dude sees my jacket. He's like, "Oh, you going to Raw?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." So we talk. He's like, "Yo, you think Chris Jericho showing up?" I was like, I can neither confirm nor deny. I've heard some things. I think if you want to pop off the year the right way, it will be cool to bring him. I think they got a lot of interesting things they could do with him, but I don't know for sure. And then
nothing funnier than a stranger asking you about your wrestling take. Yeah. Cold stranger talk. You know what I'm saying?
It was hilarious. But yeah, and then I got there, a couple of people I talked to, like they were almost expecting it, demanding it, like preparing for it. And so, they ultimately left very disappointed when Punk just won the match, held the title up, and then, then the show went off the air. But yeah, a lot of people were prepared for it. I was even kind of like holding my phone out just to get get the video ready real quick in case he did. Right. But it didn't take anything away from the experience for me. And I also understood like Stranger Things, activations, integrations, all that, like, you don't want to fully unload the clip. Like that, they already kind of had a lot of different things going on. So,
I ain't gonna front. I thought he was in the building, bro. I feel like they called the audible. They stood at the line. Phillip Rivers saw the protection, and it was just like, "Yo, kill, 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 kill." They saw they heard the internet chatter. The folks trying to blow stuff up. Kill, 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 kill. Send him to Saudi. You know what I mean? But I thought he was there. I thought he was gonna confront Punk, but I didn't get beholden to it. I think that's what a lot of people do in general with all types of artistic endeavors. They book headcanon that doesn't come to pass, and then they negatively criticize the product based on what they thought was going to happen as opposed to what actually happened. Critique what you see, not what you thought you were going to see. And based on what I saw, I mean, I had a good time. You know what? Honestly, I couldn't relate to the folks that was talking about the commercials things because I was there live. But that Raw Stranger Things was a great marketing tool to say you should go to live events. Because live, it was smooth as hell. The integrations all worked. They were inoffensive, cool, especially if you watch the show and like the show. So I thought it was all right. And I can understand heavy commercials, but that just shows me that a lot of folks is not built for the commercial era. I was molded by it. I was formed by it. I came from the essence of Mr. Clean.
Right.
And Celino and Barnes. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't listen, bro. Before they was using AI in their videos, Celino and Barnes was telling you, like, yo, you fall. Holla at me. We gonna get this bread. So yeah, man. I mean, all in all, it is what it is. I thought he was gonna come out. I was a little disappointed, but it didn't throw me off for the whole show.
Yeah. What was that commercial with the black dude trying to get people to go to college?
IDCC?
It might be. Oh, like, hey, Everest, the Everest commercial.
Everest, yes.
You're sitting on the TV, watching the couch, and your life's passing you by. You keep procrastinating over and over. Well, maybe I'll go to school next year, maybe next year. No, do it right now. They'll work with you after work, or you can go next year. You can do whatever you need to do to graduate. Go talk to somebody right now. They out to help you. You spend all day on the couch, and anyhow, why don't you make a phone call that's going to help you in your next year? All you got to do is pick up the phone and make the call. Why are you making it easy? It's complicated.
Hey, man, I just got home. 5 years armed robbery. And even I was able to get an education. Now I'm an engineer. Right. I'm fixing your cars instead of stealing them. And you can too at Everest College.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, God damn. Like, it's he's like, why are you making it easy? It's kind of, whatever. Everest College and shit like that. Like, fucking fire, man. Like, these are the commercials. I'm so used to at this point, like, it's a break from just watching it. I just go on my phone or I catch up with the NBA game or I'll just do anything else. Like, it's literally there. I still have Peacock. I don't know. Do you guys watch Traders, by the way? I meant to ask you guys this.
I don't, but I want to start.
Please start.
Yeah, I don't. I've seen episodes like randomly peeped in and I was like, that's the one where everybody's identities concealed by emojis and stuff like that. That's Traders.
No, that's not true.
Which one is that?
I have no fucking idea. Is it on Peacock?
It's a Traders clone. Damn, I don't even know. Damn, I don't think I've seen. No, I've definitely seen clips, but I haven't seen like a whole episode. I can remember the other one. Damn, that's not it.
I feel like y'all would enjoy Traders. I feel like y'all would enjoy Traders, especially it's a good way to look at celebrity. It's a good if you want to see celebrities like be stupid, but also it's not like stupid in a way that makes them look ridiculous. It's just like it's a game show. It's a game of strategy. It's a good show. I recommend. I mean, it just started. The first 3 episodes came out this week for season 4. I recommend taking a look at it, and then I recommend eventually at some point going back, because Traders is like one of them ones. Like it's a fantastic reality show. And if you still got Peacock and you need a reason to use this shit, this is the reason why I'm still using it.
So Meelz, the show I'm talking about is called The Anonymous.
Ooh, wait, hold on.
Where they hide their real identities behind digital avatars. So this is kind of like, did you see The Mole? Did you ever watch The Mole on Netflix?
No, but I had the idea of it.
Yeah, so if you have the idea of it, is that kind of like how Traders is?
No.
Like, is somebody the
it's
trader?
Mafia. It's the game Mafia.
Okay. Yeah. I definitely want to tap in.
Yeah, please. I recommend. I'm high. I would never go out my way to recommend anything unless you were like, if you were like, hey, what should I tap into? I would say that, but like, I wouldn't go out. I think Traders is a fantastic show to tap into on a weekly basis. It's an hour-long episode. It's good reality TV fodder, good conversations. I promise you, every week after the show, I'm talking to somebody about the show. It's a good show.
Wait, time out. Is this the one that Rappaport is on?
Yes.
Fuck that.
Everyone hates him on this show, and it's not even like villain hate. They legitimately want him off the show.
The worst motherfucker.
They
like legit him. Real heat.
Yes, he has real heat on this
real
show.
Heat with him. Real. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to offline that conversation because.
Please do.
Remind me to tell you my Michael Rappaport story.
Got you. Got you. Before we head out of things and head into the shows, Oba Femi last week had a main event, NXT. Leon Slater. The walk is still. I thought I wouldn't fuck with the walk, but if the walk becomes a thing, I'm gonna be.
Nah, it's swag, bruh.
That shit hard. I fuck with it.
He does it on beat. That's the best part.
Absolutely.
It's the Brock Lesnar bounce with soul.
So some jollof on it.
Let's see.
Meelz, you do not fuck with my bounce. What is this?
Absolutely. So he relinquished the title last week. After a great main event with Leon Slater, relinquished the title. So we're approaching this new, and we'll make this convo because we got to move on to the actual thing. What happens with NXT now? Where do we go from here? We are removed from, I said it on social media last week, the blackest era of NXT. With the top guys were top guying in a sense. Mm-hmm. But now, I mean, one of the issues has always been the kind of like men's, kind of division in terms of the depth of it. So now we're removed from Trick Williams, major star, great thing to the brand. Oba Femi, major star, great thing to the brand. Javon Evans, who probably was going to stay, but has just been so good and so likable, and just everyone has great things to say. He's also been moved up. So now, I mean, we get Ricky Starks had this great line in his promo of like, I thought I needed NXT when I got here, but now it seems like NXT needs me. Where do we go from NXT from here? Like, who are the next people that we should? Is there a next guy? Is there a next gal? Like, where are we going from here?
I think that there are people that they want to be the next ones, and they're hoping that they step up in that regard. That's the Miles Bournes, that's the Dion Lennoxes, that's the Tavion Heights. And I know people are very hard on them, and I too always try to remind myself, like, NXT is developmental. Just because you get lightning in a bottle like a Trick Williams, who had to grow into that, lightning in a bottle like a Javon, lightning in a bottle like Oba Femi, it doesn't mean everyone's going to be on that level. So yes, the men's division was very top heavy, and they had a really strong core of guys who they could, build the show around for years. But this is going to be a big reset, and NXT goes through these resets all the time. So it's not anything that's unfamiliar. I think people should have prepared for it. Like, we're not in that stay in NXT forever period anymore. So it's going to be interesting to see who steps up. It might be rough for a while, so people should be patient. But I'm hoping that certain people really meet the moment. Like, I don't dislike Dion Lennox as much as everyone else seems to. Like, he's definitely a little green. He definitely has some improvements to make, but like he's got a good look. And I think he can talk. So I'm hoping that the in-ring just kind of, steps up a bit. But
you just kind of like bland, like a bland. It's not fully there yet. Granted, he's super athletic. I mean, and you talk about Dion Lennox, like one of the folks in Dark State. He's got some stuff. Yeah. But it's just not all put together. It's still very like 2008 create a wrestler to me. So it just is what it is. But speaking of Dark State, I like Saquon Sugars.
He's awesome.
I think they should showcase him more.
Yeah.
Like the fact he's only had one singles match, which is against Javon, and the match was fantastic, and it never happened again, to me is crazy.
Yeah.
Is this a Josh? Are we getting a Josh Briggs moment? Does Josh Briggs is finally realize Josh Briggs? I'll take that silence as a no.
So I was being respectful of brother Armon's banta, but Ricky Saints do a lot of shoulder exercises, do a lot of pull-ups, lat pull downs, reverse rear fly, cable rear flies, a rear fly machine. Even some rows, a lot of rows, because you're going to have to put this brand on your back, bro. Squats, all of that. You're going to have to put this brand on your back. I do think they have enough talent. Like, people don't see it now, but this is the ultimate moment of opportunity for the men's division.
Right.
Someone is going to have to step up and make themselves the face of TNA. Well, yeah, them too, but the face of NXT as well. I think the TNA is further along. They got Santana, but for NXT, someone's gonna have to step up and be the face. I got a lot of Saquon Sugar stock. Saquon Sugar stock. Say that 3 times fast. I got a lot of stock in Saquon. I think Dion can show you something. I think Dion could be on that Trick Williams trajectory of development, where if we told you 3 years ago that Trick would be this Trick, like all around and not just promos and not just aura.
But you knew from day one, Trick dropped about it, and you're like, okay, that guy's a star. He gets it.
Oh yeah, no, he's a star, but is he gonna put it all together?
Right. Yeah.
Like, worst case, he was making it to main one way or another, because they would figure it out. He's a 5-tool player. He can figure it out. He has the athleticism. He has the mic work. He has the size. He has the strength. He has the athleticism. You know what I mean? And even that ring psychology he's developing it. He has enough where you could take him and say, we can make him something. Like when Jade first came into wrestling. You see her and you're like, yo, I will take my chances. I will roll the dice with her.
Right.
Because at worst, her look is sellable.
Yeah.
She can figure it out. We've had way worse people hold world titles and represent the brands. I think for now, I think Josh Briggs, I think he picked up something in Japan. I think he's good as a heel. He might be one of those heels that don't really like to be disliked, which is something he's going to have to reconcile within himself. But Sugars, Dion, I was about to call him Silent Hill. Shiloh. Yeah.
Toothless aggression.
Yeah, toothless aggression. Dog, it's something there. I know y'all might be like, I'm wilding, but there's something there.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
I think he got a personality on him, bro. He got a personality on him. And I feel like this is what NXT is built for, to take someone like that who, yo, I see something and you cultivate it and see what you got.
Yeah, because to your point about Ricky Saints, like, I don't think he's long for NXT either. I think he's got maybe another year, another 6 to 8 months, and then he'll probably go up. But
Ethan Page will probably go up at some point.
Him too, exactly. So. Yeah, and I mean he hasn't been in the orbit of the NXT title for quite some time, anyways. So, but I think this I forgot some people. Stacks, I think Stacks could step up and kind of be a main event level guy.
I just feel like
they've got bodies.
They need more workers, essentially. Like they need more. It's probably going to take a Leon Slater to pull up, or whoever's contract eventually like dissipates in AEW and wants to come over to the private party, or what's my man's name? Well, Wardlow may never be getting out, but it may take a
He's
take
in
a couple.
720. He ain't even in a 360. He might be in a 720.
I don't know if apparently WWE has interest in Powerhouse Hobbs, according to the Observer.
That could work.
And it's just, let me see, how old is it? I mean, he's not older than that. I mean, he's older than NXT folk, but he's not like that much older.
He would definitely be you're coming in on the accelerator program. You're in AP NXT. He would definitely be in AP NXT. So
AP
you got
NXT
your credits.
That is
hilarious. You got your associate's degree. And you're not here for a long time. You're there here for a good time. You're here for a long time. You're here for a good time.
Right, absolutely. So I think they would need. That's kind of like what they're missing is a lot more like those indie workers kind of make it make sense. But yeah, and even on the women's side too, I think the women as well. The women division is still pretty strong because they've managed to hold a lot. Still, they still have the JCs. They still have Kalani. Supposedly Jada is coming back. They have to kind of like. They still have a great for the amount that they have. I think they still have a great division nonetheless. Yeah. And a few more of the women from Evolve coming up as well. But we'll see. But NXT 2026, I think we can expect the same things from 2021, which is a hard reset and kind of like really looking at these guys very raw and seeing how they kind of mold them. Let's head to the weekly shows this week.
I know about Germany, but every other country around the world, they love some Trick Willie. But how can they not? I'm 6'5", 250 pounds. 8 abs, 3 chains, 3 cars, 2 feet. Just so I can put my 2 lemon pepper steppers on. Randy Orton, you better do the math. This ain't 2006. This is 2026. Let's talk about it.
Wait a minute. You want to talk about it. So let's talk about it. I'm 6'5", 270. I got 5 kids, 1 smoking hot wife. I do love lemon pepper chicken, but the only number that matters is 14 because that is how many world titles I have won.
I kind of want to do an exercise. I want to do an exercise that I did on the newsletter that I dropped last week.
Yes, sir.
Trending up and trending down. So I'm gonna name each segment from the show. We can talk about is this person trending up or trending down from the show, and we're gonna start off with SmackDown because SmackDown starts off with Randy Orton in the ring and Trick Williams interrupting him. Is this Trick Williams, Randy Orton segment? Are we trending up? Are we trending down? How do we feel about it?
We are trending all the way up. I think Trick more than held his own on the mic. He was funny. His timing was great. He's already establishing some catchphrases that the crowd and the internet are latching on to. Lemon pepper steppers, like he's absolutely ready. And I think that was just a clear sign of how much they believe and are invested in him to put him in there with Randy Orton. So I really enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, man, it says trend up for me as well. Yo, dog. Randy didn't even want to go hard on the promo. I think Randy was caught up in the aura. Like, you could tell he wanted to laugh. He wanted to he was like, yo, you really
Yeah.
We know Randy. I was gonna say, he was like, you really that nigga, but Randy probably was really like, you really that nigga. Celebratory, right?
Right.
So it was
dap.
It was
you know
cool
what I'm saying?
because,
A very smooth dap through.
Right, exactly, right. And the way they played off each other, like when Trick was like, I got 8 abs, I got 2 feet for 11 pepper stuff. He's like, well, I got 5 kids, 1 hot wife, I got this. Like it was like the 2 Americas meeting in the intersection, and it was beautiful. Like this is the first time I've seen Migos Orton in a while, bro. Like that was Migos Orton type situation. And Trick, he's gonna, just off of banter alone, he's going to elevate whatever he's doing.
Did you notice about the little thing that they talked about that happened off camera during that segment?
Oh, with the mic?
Yeah, the mic. Trick Williams slaps the mic out of Randy Orton's hand. It clearly flies out, maybe hits someone in the crowd. And you can see for a quick second, Trick is just like, oh shit.
The flinch was crazy, bro.
But then the person had to be all right, because Randy Orton eventually goes like, I like this guy, because apparently he didn't really make a big fuss about it. But I'm sure, if Nick Khan was there, he would have ran ringside and was like, you like Access? You like
right.
You like t-shirts?
What are you doing in April?
Yeah, right. Saudi. You're close to Saudi Arabia. Royal Rumble season is right here.
Like, have you ever been to
Riyadh? Julia finally got an opponent this week that is not the standard opponent. She beats Alexa Bliss with help from Nia Jackson, Lash Legend. Julia, are we trending up or trending down with Julia?
Trending up, man. We've been waiting for her to get new opponents. I think Alexa Bliss is a notable opponent given her resume within the company. So it's just cool to see Julia in the ring with someone else getting a win that's like, oh shit, like Julia beat Alexa Bliss. Like that's a big deal. And it puts her adjacently in that tag team universe. Maybe we could see Julia and Kiana James eventually step up to, Rhea and Io and be in that mix. So I think it's just cool to see Julia getting more.
Yeah, I like that too. I feel like we talk about resets. I feel like that whole U.S. title scene got reset, and it got reset back to Julia. So hopefully she'll get more competition and opportunities to shine, because I do think it's something there, but you do need dance partners. Like if you don't have super pop aura where it's like I would say like a national audience aura, right? If you don't have that, like a Trick Williams, and you kind of have like a niche aura, you have to find someone or some situation that reveals that aura to the world. Like for example, when Asuka came in, she was just one-on-one, bro. She was just one of one, bro. And it was just like anybody could gravitate to her because she was just super cool. And she was more expressive in what she wore, and the paint that she wore, and her movement. She was just way more expressive. Julia's a killer, but she's just cool. She's a cool killer. So you need somebody, either like a Kiana James who could help elevate her, or an opponent that showcases that. But I think she's on the right path.
Absolutely.
Low-key, she should join Kabuki Warriors, and I know that that's racial angle. I apologize. Like I'm not even going on that side, but I think like
they need something fresh.
Damage Control. Like if they reboot Damage Control.
Yeah. I think it's a fresh aspect to it, just a fresh addition to it. You have someone that immediately opposes Io and or Rhea. She's immediately a made person if she joins that group. So I'm not totally disagreeing with you. Jordan Gray signs to SmackDown, beats Alba Fire, and apparently is in a feud with Jade coming up. I mean, there's nothing but trending up for her. Because she was in NXT last week. But is Jordan Grace, I mean, we have yet to see where Tiffany Stratton kind of ends up. I always thought she would kind of return, face Jade, either the Rumble or Saturday Night's Main Event or something, but we have Jordan Grace here. Is Jordan Grace a good first opponent for Jade in this title picture?
Absolutely. It's a new face. SmackDown desperately needed women in that division, period. And women in that main event picture, with Tiffany stepping away, with Nia now doing tag team stuff, with Charlotte and Alexa doing tag team stuff. So I think it's good. It's a great look for Jordan. So yeah, I have nothing bad to say about this. I really hope that Jade brings it. through her tweets and through the promos and all that. It's just a little shaky. So yeah, I'm interested to see how it plays out for the both of them.
I think it's excellent for Jade's development as well, because she's going up against a former champion, right? Mm-hmm. Jordan knows how to carry a brand, and I think she'll help her, especially as a fellow power wrestler. Because you think like Jordan's like 5 feet, but she can lift like 3 times her size, right? So she wrestles like a power wrestler. So I think you can get like a unique type of Haas match out of them, where it's like David versus Goliath, but they both have the strength of the Hulk. It's kind of ill. Right. So I think for Jay's development as a champ and as a wrestler, these are the type of demons she got to be in the ring with.
Mm-hmm. And I think just in general, I like how she's kind of like elevated her look to the main roster, especially just elevated over the last number of years. I mean, you can really tell that, beyond just the main roster money coming in, she looks ready to be on TV. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, she looks like she belongs. She looks like she should be there. I mean, the theme song still needs some work. It's very like hardcore Holly, early 2000s, just standard music. So the theme song kind of needs work. I don't want like a Jordan great. I don't want any of that CFO.
No
shit.
Riffing on the guitar for the whole time.
No, let's give her something. Let's give her one of them Kilt Wilsons. You know what I'm saying? One of them, which apparently is not AI, which was revealed. I would have bet $100 that was AI.
Really? Well, what would you think it was AI?
It just feels like it feels so formulaic to the standpoint of like, let's make this kind of song.
Right.
Like, it just feels like you input a lot of things. And it's like, let's add a little Sabrina and little Katy Perry and something come out, and just the general vibe of the song. But apparently it's not AI. So
a dash of Kid Disney.
Yeah.
And Nick, like, isn't it a shame that something that is like derivative of what we see in pop culture and like nostalgia, you don't know whether or not it's AI. You have no clue. It's scary, bro.
Yeah,
that didn't even cross my mind, and I think everything is AI. I'm surprised. I gotta make sure I'm texting Meelz right now to make sure he responds to see if we're not talking to Meelz. Right.
Fucking hell, man. Trending up or trending down. MFTs defeat the Wyatt Six, and Solo steals the Little Lantern jam.
Look, man, this is a guilty pleasure of mine. Like, I'm not gonna say it's trending up. Like it's a full arrow pointing up. It's kind of like diagonal a little bit. It's just kind of like a 45-degree angle. But I thought Solo stealing the lamp was fire. As J5 says every week, the crowd is into it, and like, I can't help but get into it by how much noise that they make. In truth, there's like 3.5 good workers in these matches. It's an 8-man tag, and you have like 3.5 actual good workers. Solo is a half. Tama's a good worker. Joe Gacy's a good worker, and I guess Dexter Lumis can be a half or whatever. I don't know, but it's working for me. I can't front. It's working for me.
You are now watching my TV.
my network TVs, man. My network TVs.
For me, it's trending neutral. Like, I laugh. Like, I laugh, especially like if y'all, and this is a plug to get into the Discord. Like, it's just funny. Solo is Samoan Cedric the Entertainer. Yeah. We already know the vibes. Like, it is what it is. But this is one of those situations where it don't matter if y'all hate it. The people who pay the tickets love it. Mm-hmm. And they're making the most out of it. So
right.
I do hope it gets to a resolution soon, because this should not be a spooky bloodline. This shouldn't be the weapons version of the bloodline happening with us. So I hope they do find a resolution. But they are, I think, the perfect house show live audience feud that you can have. That whether it translates on TV, this is one of those this is for the people in the building.
Wait,
absolutely.
Yo, what if they send MFT to the Wyatt compound? Yo.
I mean, it's gonna
a swamp match.
I mean, just This is the 3 hours y'all wanted. Speaking of, this is another thing that I noted. Trending up or trending down, Matt Cardona walks up to Cody Rhodes and says, "Hey man, I didn't just come back to come back. I came back for this."
That's nice, because a lot of people want a lot of things, my brother. Like, it's good that you have ambition. You should absolutely strive to thrive, but back up, brother. It's a lot of people in that line ahead of you.
I know it's Rumble season, but come on, brother.
Like,
back up.
I
be
want
real
on Earth. I want $1 million. I don't
Be
think
real,
I'm gonna
brother.
get it in Cardona. I don't think you getting it either, bro.
Yeah,
you about to be in a comedy segment at WrestleMania, and enjoy that. You and Chelsea could do something together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trend up for him though. He made his way back. Like I like Zack Ryder when he was in WWE. I thought he was cool. I like what Cardona's been doing since he left. He's definitely a testament to focus on what you can control. Focus on what you can control and make the most out of your moment. I think Cody, to me, did that the best. Like he did and made a whole new company, right? And went on that run. But for Cardona, being this like multiversal wrestler where you could end up in any universe and wrestle under whatever name you want to wrestle, I think it was pretty cool. And he's somebody who had the internet figured out before the internet blew up. And you could tell how he leverages it to his advantage. Like, there's people who probably wouldn't know what a GCW was until he started his hardcore indie god thing. Like, it's real. So I'm happy for him. I'm glad to see him make it. And I do think SmackDown needs workers. Shoot, the whole division needs workers. So he can still do what he's doing. I don't think he needs to be relegated to just SmackDown. He could probably still fool with TNA. He could probably still fool with NXT. That's the type of veteran you want to have around.
Absolutely. Carmelo Hayes. I know we haven't potted since it happened, but he won the U.S. title. He's defended it, I believe, twice since then. I mean, it's trending up. I mean, this is it's clear. I mean, just from the way he's presented himself, the new outfit, the everything, like they were ready for this moment for him, even though it was a long time coming. And I'm sure, I mean, he's expressed in interviews that like he started to get down on himself because he actually wasn't sure when this was actually going to come or if it was ever going to come, because of the transition from NXT to the main roster, especially being the size that Carmelo Hayes is a steep learning curve. But the moment has happened. The people love him. Everything has been ready for him. I think if there's any testament to like, it's when it's meant for you, it's meant for you. Like this is it. So I'm gonna just speak trending upwards. But what are you guys' thoughts on Carmelo Hayes the last couple of weeks?
Same of everything you said. I'm aligned with. I love to see the moment, and it feels right. Like had it happened any sooner, it would have kind of like I don't think he was necessarily ready at that time, and I think the Miz stuff helped a lot, and just having the natural babyface turn. So I think the timing was perfect, and I think that he's met the moment every time that he's had to. So can't wait to see who else he mixes it up with. But yeah, I'm absolutely trending up, like 3 arrows up.
Yeah, I think it also is a testament to patience being a virtue and actual cultivation of wrestlers. Everyone doesn't need to be hot-shotted to the top. And because they aren't at the top, it doesn't mean that they won't eventually get there. You know how long it took Bret Hart to win a world title? He was in a tag team before he became the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. And people had patience because he was still doing his thing as in the positions that he was in. Like, you got to make the most of where you are. And that's a microcosm of any type of endeavor that you have, especially a professional one, right? Like, you got to make the most of the opportunities that you're given until you can seize another opportunity or maybe move on elsewhere. And I think for him, you got to remember, he started off wrestling Cody in his first match, on the main roster. He started off wrestling Cody. And then from there, he got lost in the shuffle a little bit, but anytime he had an opportunity to wrestle, show what he does in ring, the in-ring work stayed consistent until they had the opportunity for him to present himself. The fact of the matter is, there are some people who come in and have the look, they're sellable, they just have that it factor that you know when you see it. and they're the more marketable people. They're the people that you're going to push because it will help the health of the company in the long run. But guys like Carmelo are the life beat of what WWE is trying to build, especially with a guy like Triple H who does value those type of things. I think he's setting himself up for a big 2026. And this run as the title, like any title you hold, is a test run for how you could represent the company. And I think he's a great person to do it. I don't think his height is going to be as limiting as some people might think. I think it's more so how you expose yourself or how you market yourself to the crowd. It's that awareness, building that awareness through these U.S. Open challenges, through the feuds that you have. Hate the Miz or love the Miz makes stars, bro. You put yourself in the Mizverse and you come out better. You do come out better, and people will know you because people know the Miz. That's how it works. So
absolutely,
I think it bodes well, especially now with SmackDown 3 hours. They're gonna need workers like Melo to represent in that mid card until he's ready to take that next step.
Okay, so we're running out of time, but I want to get into this three stages of hell match. I mean, it's the most highly anticipated main event of SmackDown in quite some time, and having a 3-stage of hell match on pretty much standard WWE television is kind of unheard of. Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. I said on Twitter that this was probably the most perfectly paced match that I've ever seen. Yes. Everyone, retorted how they retorted the cage match fandom. Wasn't happy with that. They're like, oh, the first one only went 4 minutes and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, it's a 3 stages of hell match and it's on SmackDown. Like, give it some time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he kicks him, and he kicked him in the nuts, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, what do you expect him to do? Let someone kick you in the nuts in the first 4 minutes of a fight. You're not getting up. Drew wins the first fall. Cody nearly kills himself to win the second fall. Between diving off that thing and then at the crossroads through the table, which was kind of smooth. The third fall is, decided in a steel cage match. And it isn't until, I'm sure at some point during WWE's, on Vegas, they're going to start selling black hoodies and black pants because it's just a number of people this year have shown up in the same fucking outfit. Like this, it's just a standard run-in wear. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Does Theory pass it off to Fatu? Did Becky give it to Theory? Like, how does it work? Did R-Truth give it to Becky?
They all went to the same aloe.
Yeah,
made that run.
It's the sisterhood of the traveling pants.
The result ended up being Jacob Fatu costing Cody Rhodes the WWE Championship. You got a new WWE champion. I'm leaving it for you, Armon. Please talk about this moment a bit.
I'll save you guys the rant just because I know we are running low on time, but it was an awesome moment. Of course, one, as a big fan of Drew McIntyre, but also the way that they did it, because Jacob returning and screwing Drew would have been obvious. We've seen it happen so many times, but the way that they set up that finish to where Drew sneaks out the cage and Cody and Jacob get into it, because Cody wanted to win the match the right way and didn't want Jacob messing that up for him. Now you set up a feud for Cody and Jacob down the line. Jacob gets a cool story, which he hasn't had. He's obviously been away and in and out for some time. So now you get Jacob mixing it up with more main eventers. You get Cody doing something different, and you get a potential triple threat down the line. So I thought that was very well done. And I completely agree with you. Perfectly paced main event. Really, really good shit. That cage match was incredible. There were so many false finishes that I bid on. And and now you get a whodunit, because I also think Drew being the one to attack Jacob was too obvious. And so now it seems like we're gonna go down this whole path where Jacob maybe even questions if Cody Rhodes was the one who took him out. So just there's like 3 very distinct kind of paths that all of this can go down that I'm really interested in. But yeah, Kilt Chamberlain is up, and it's real good times over here.
Kilt Chamberlain is crazy.
Shout out to Jeff.
We're going to have to speed through Monday Night Raw real quick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're going to do trending upwards and trending downwards. You give a nice little 10-second thing. Trending upwards or downwards. The CM Punk versus Finn Balor excite you? I'm sorry, you, Armon.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It's fresh. Finn being back in the world title picture has been needed for me, and just I think in general to remind people what he can do. So really looking forward to the match. It's going to be in his hometown, so that's a big deal as well. So let's turn up.
What's up, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm all the way with it. I think that he's been away from the title picture for too long. I really hope he gets one more run where he could have an actual run. And hopefully this does something for his character, because we don't know what's happening with Judgment Day. But I hope this is something to unlock a new Prince. So we'll see.
Absolutely. I'm going to skip the Javon part because I feel like we all have the same thoughts on it. Let's go to the ladies of Judgment Day. Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez are up next for the tag team titles. They will face Rhea and Io at Saturday night's main event. But more so Raquel. Are we trending up or down on Raquel's, who's still in the hunt for this world title against Stephanie Vaquer?
I'm very into it. They've positioned her. They put her in these positions before. I know people were, a bit on the matches with Rhea. She had a title match with Ronda Rousey a couple years ago. I think people probably forgot about that. But I think the in-ring is finally where it needs to be. I think she's in the right character as this dominating heel. The Kevin Nash advice, can't say enough how much that's done for her. Don't think she's going to win it, but I think that putting her in this orbit and really establishing her as this just dangerous, I'll hurt you type person is really good for her. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it progresses.
Yeah, I'm into it as well. I think that she needs to be doing something and not just helping to interfere in Judgment Day matches. So showcasing her, especially against Stephanie, just gives you another cultivated main event level talent that you're making. I think she's great as a champion, and I'm excited to see her and Stephanie battle it out, especially Stephanie facing a power wrestler that has a lot of great possibilities.
Absolutely. Braun Breaker's Wild and Crazy Night. There's a tag team match between Penta and Dragon Lee versus Austin Theory and Bronson Reed. Eventually gets interrupted once this man legitimately runs the furthest he's ever run. The camera angle is crazy. The drone shot, insane. To spear Dragon Lee. It ends up getting into this segment. This back and forth between Braun Breaker and Adam Pearce. Are we up? Are we trending upwards for this Adam Pearce Braun Breaker joint? How do we feel about it?
Trending upwards for sure. I love that Braun's loose cannonness is not only leading to his downfall, but now it's getting him into issues with authority figures. It kind of reminds me of when Solo took over the bloodline after Roman was away, and how he couldn't run it the same way that Roman did. Braun can't run the Vision the same way that Seth Rollins did. Vision was up when Seth Rollins was here. They had the world title and all that. And now Braun is trying to step in, but he's not ready. And it's funny, the common denominator there is Paul Heyman. But yeah, I think this is really, really, really interesting. Really show how unequipped he is to be a leader. He can't control his emotions, and it's giving Adam Pearce some layers too. We wanted that Roman Adam Pearce match a couple years ago and we didn't get it. Maybe Braun Breaker's going to spear that man in half at some point.
Nah, Pierce got to shoot him, bro. Enough is enough. He got to call the shooters, dog. He got to call.
I don't like the screaming. The screaming is a lot. Everyone's screaming.
Someone got to
pull it out now. Yeah, someone got to pull it out right now.
It's like in high school, you see two dudes screaming, and you like, are y'all gonna fight or what? Because I gotta catch my bus. Are y'all gonna squabble or just dap it up? Y'all just piece it up or y'all gotta fight? There's no in between. But the interesting part is what Heyman said, that Pierce put his hands on Braun first. Mm-hmm. So I was like, damn, they got you with the HR violation, King. I don't know if you're getting out of this one.
I would know, bro. I would know it all. And then the main event, Gunther AJ Styles. Controversial finish. It looks like Gunther tapped, but the referee did not see it. AJ Styles, however, did. It leads to a little bit of a false finish. Gunther with the low blow. It's AJ Styles with the powerbomb. He is the winner of this match and gets the best on AJ Styles. Great finish, I thought. Yeah, just quick thoughts on it before we head out of here.
Match was phenomenal. I love what they're doing with Gunther. Like everyone who questioned why Gunther beat John Cena and made him tap out, like you're seeing it on TV now. He is going to be a menace, and whoever steps up to him and actually beats him is going to be a made man moving forward. So it's kind of the reverse of what Cena did for him. And like, this is what the company is all about. So I love the match. I love what Gunther's doing, and I'm looking forward to seeing who else he mixes it up with.
Word. I think Gunther has the most realistic and versatile matches of anybody in the business. No two Gunther matches end the same way. They might end with the same move, but no two matches end the same way. There's a different psychology for him to either beat them or the way in which he loses. So, that dude is underrated. I think he's one of the most underrated wrestlers on the planet.
Absolutely. They're giving us a call to go home. Thank you guys for joining me on this episode of the A Show. Seemingly the last one of an era, last one of the daylight era, at least for me. But thank you. Of course, you can follow Armon at pretty much Armon Sadler everywhere. Where you can follow him. You can follow Jeff J says, and follow him for Knicks coverage, man. Come on, man. They talking a lot of smack on the Knicks, but we're back. Listen,
Knicks,
Boston breakdown, baby.
We gotta talk about Jay Huff. He just did some shit. I think. Listen, man. Hey, listen, man. The Caucasians is back up, bruh.
Hey,
he just
man,
something I never seen before. So Duncan never seen before, bruh.
Hey, man.
Protect your neck.
So make sure you follow him on all platforms. Make sure you follow the A Show at the A Show RNC on Twitter, Instagram, and everywhere else. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you guys next week. Peace.